Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Amytasya Wahyu Oemardi with ID number 200302110025. In this video, I will tell you about some story with the title Queen Victoria. Let's enjoy to see. On the 24th of May 1819, a little princess was born at Kensington Palace in London. Her name is Alexandrina Victoria. She was the daughter of King William's brother and a German Princess Victoria of Saxe-Coburg. Since he was a baby, he became an orphan because his father had died. She had no friends to play. He doesn't know who to play with him. Her favorite toys are dolls. She rarely went out because her mother was very protective. She grew up with her mother and her strict German governess, Baroness Lessing. Victoria later wrote that she had no brothers or sisters to life, never had a father, and didn't know what a happy and home life. She had private lessons in many subjects. She loved singing and dancing. At the age of 12, Victoria said, "I see I am nearer the throne than I suppose." On that day, she made a promise, "I will be good in this life." When Victoria was 13 years old, her mother decided that she must see Britain and that the British people must see her. She didn't know if 1,000 of poor children worked in the factories that showed terrible conditions. They never went to school and often died at a young age. On 17th birthday, her German cousin, Prince Albert, came to visit her. Victoria liked him immediately. Her mother thought Prince Albert was the ideal husband, and Victoria agreed. At 5 in the morning, Victoria received the news King William died at night, and she was now the queen. She was only 18 and knew very little about government or politics. At 11:30 that morning, she went to meet her at first, the Privy Councillor. She spoke and behaved calmly, and everyone admired her. He gave her advice and helped her understand politics and government. In 1839, Victoria's cousin Albert visited her again. This is what she wrote in her diary. "Albert really is quite charming and so excessively handsome. My heart is quite going." Victoria loved Albert and proposed to him. Albert couldn't propose because he was of lower rank. They were married in 1840. Victoria and Albert loved each other. In November, Victoria has a first child. She was very clever and was the Queen's favorite child. In 1841, Albert Edward, Prince of Wales, was born. In 1842, Victoria and Albert took their first train ride. The Queen liked the speed, comfort, and privacy of the train. Soon, the royal family traveled by royal train, especially the Stein carriage. In 1847, the royal couple built a house in Scotland, Balmoral Castle. It was surrounded by green hills and forests. Victoria liked the fresh, clean air, and Albert liked hunting and fishing. Poverty was a big problem in 19th century Britain. Working people had a very difficult life. Adults and children worked long hours in factories in dangerous conditions. They were usually hungry and often squalid house, unclean weather, and dirty streets caused many diseases. The air was full of smoke and fog. In 1848, Parliament passed laws to make towns and cities cleaner, but progress was very slow. The middle and upper classes had clean, comfortable houses far from the industrial centers in green areas called suburbs. Their her children received a good education. On the 1st of May 1851, Queen Victoria opened the Great Exhibition in the Crystal Palace in London. She called it the most beautiful spectacle ever seen. The Crystal Palace was truly a spectacle. In 1863, the first underground railway in the world opened in London. Today it is called the Tube. This was a period of social reforms. In 1870, the Education Act was passed. It introduced the first state school for all children between the ages of 5 and 13. Factory reforms, new laws for the poor, and new hospitals improved people's lives. In 1875, many slums were destroyed and better homes were built. She was considered the mother of the British Empire. She was buried beside her beloved Albert at Frogmore near Windsor.